Hey everybody, we're back with a new SoundWaves episode. And today, we have, as our guest, Robert. Wait. Robert! McCloskey.
Thank you. I feel like it's been months, because it has been months.
Yeah. Do you want to explain to everybody? Or apologize to everybody, first of all.
I'm sorry I haven't been on the podcast as of late because I like variety, you know? I did this on purpose to get different people, more people on the podcast.
Uh-huh.
I didn't want to tell Jeffrey this because, you know, then we'd both know and it seemed, I don't know.
You know how bad of an excuse that is? I had Ramaj on the podcast for like 3 different episodes. That's not variety.
I was on 4 different episodes.
Wait. Are you sure about that? 3.
Yes, I was on 4
I think this is 4.
This isn't 4.
This is the 4th one that you've been on.
No, this isn't.
1, 2, 3.
Because there's...
Right?
This episode.
Oh, the secret episode. Oh, yeah. There's a secret episode that we recorded, and it was like... Actually, it's not secret. We asked them to ask us questions. But we did record that. We did record that, and we have it in the SoundWaves vault.
Yeah, I was on it and didn't get released.
You've been on 3 episodes that have been released.
I've been on 4.
Well, now it's 4.
No, it isn't.
That have been released?
Yeah.
What?
Because I was on the secret episode.
Yeah, that wasn't released, so I'm not counting that.
That would have counted as the 5th episode. That's the
what?
true
Oh, then
what's
the 4th?
I don't know.
Because it went first episode, second episode,
third, and then 4th. There
third episode, and then Ramaj came on. Because the 5th episode, that was the second one I did with Ramaj.
Oh.
Yeah, see, that's
so this is my 4th?
Yeah.
This one's my
4th?
one's
your 4th, yeah.
Wow.
See? You've been away for so long that you don't even remember.
So then I've been on 3. Ramaj has been on 3. Nate has been on...
Oh, yeah. Ramaj has been on 3. If you count the gaming episode.
That still counts.
Okay.
Nate has been on 2, 3?
1.
1?
Just the most recent one.
The gaming one?
No.
Oh.
He wasn't... I mean, he was playing.
Oh, yeah, he was
playing,
yeah,
but
he wasn't
on
commentating necessarily.
Yeah. Okay, let's start because we're already getting off track.
Sorry,
okay.
back to...
So we wanted to tell you guys what both of us have been up to. And I could have done this earlier, but I wanted to wait to do it with Rob so then... we can both give what we've been doing because since Rob is technically supposed to be my official co-host, I felt like our summer experiences needed to be told at the same time.
Sure. I'll let you go first.
Okay.
So you could do a full sweep through, and then I'll do my sweep through.
I'm just gonna give some basic stuff because
I'm trying to remember
some big things, but I'm not gonna go deep into like every little thing that I did, of course, because that'd be like another 2 hours worth of content. Okay, so a few things that I did over the summer. I went to the movies a lot, obviously, with people, and my church in the beginning of July was holding this thing for college graduates. High school graduates. People had just graduated, and there were probably about maybe like 10 of us, maybe 12, and we went up to my pastor's parents' house up at, or I don't know if it's up or down or what, but west. We went to Morro Bay, and we stayed there overnight, and we got to, hang out on the beach, play. That's actually how I found Jackbox and Quiplash.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was that with...
That was with Ramaj. Yeah, I went with Ramaj. Nate didn't... Oh, yeah, Nate went too.
Okay.
So me, Nate, and Ramaj went, and it was really fun. And it wasn't technically a church trip because it wasn't all about doing I don't know, talking about the Bible, worshiping. It wasn't. I mean, we did go up on like this mountain, and then we sang a couple of songs up there, which was pretty cool. And the view was really good. I don't think I posted any of those pictures on my Instagram, but I have them. It was really nice up there. But it was mostly kind of like a fellowship type thing where you can hang out with people and make connections, and then you develop that by going to church, and then further creating friendships. And so that was early July, and then like a week after that, I went to. It was like a week or two after that, I went to Santa Cruz with my cousins and my family. That was fun. And I'm scared of roller coasters, but when we went to Disneyland, I actually tried like every single...
Wait, you are scared of roller coasters?
I am currently, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not as afraid as I was, a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But when we went to grad night at and when we were at Disneyland, I went on, like the rides that could be classified as,
roller
like
coasters.
medium thrill roller coasters. Mm-hmm. So I went on like Hyperspace Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, what else? The Matterhorn. And I really liked those. Like all of those were super fun.
Did you go on the Incredicoaster?
No, that in Disneyland, not in California Adventure. I didn't have time to do anything in California Adventure other than the Cars ride. I think that was the only thing we did. The Cars ride. I feel like there might have been one more thing, but no, I didn't go on Mission Breakout or the Incredicoaster.
That's crazy.
What?
Those are two of the big ones.
I know.
Because I went on those multiple times.
But I didn't want to use up, like, another thing that I have, like, that I tell myself is I don't want to go on every single ride that a park has to offer in one day. Because then when I come back with people, it won't be my first time. So then it won't be as, exciting for me. So that's why I just try to space it out. So that's why I went on all the rides I could at Disneyland. And then next time when I go with my family and we do like both parks, I'm going to go on the Incredicoaster and Mission Breakout.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
So I also... Oh yeah, so at Santa Cruz, at the boardwalk, I went on Undertow. I think that's what it's called. And, the Giant Dipper. Mm-hmm. I can't really do those spinning rides that you like spin around and like go in circles and stuff, because I guess they might be fun, but I think the part that I like about roller coasters is that it's a variety of stuff. So like you turn, you go up hills, you drop, but those rides that just spin and go like that, like in like a moon shape, like it's just nauseating because you're just doing the same thing and spinning, and like it's not that it doesn't look that fun to me.
That ride in the latest Stranger Things season, the one that just spins.
Oh yeah,
I could never get on.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that one either. Because think of it, like,
what's the
how
point?
is that? Yeah, how's that fun? You just do the same thing.
I just get nauseated.
Yeah, that's like sitting on a spinning chair and then just spinning yourself. I used to like to do that, but one thing that I found out about myself on July 4th was that I can't handle swings anymore. Because I was on the swings with my cousin, and we were like swinging, and then it only took like a couple minutes for me to get nauseous.
Serious?
Mm-hmm.
Just for swing?
That also might be because, like, you know how when you're moving a whole bunch, you usually look at one place to keep yourself from getting sick. I was like letting my vision just follow the way that the swing was going. So if I was like swinging up in the air, I'd be looking directly in the sky, and if I swung back and like face the ground, I'd just be looking at the ground, and so yeah, I went to Santa Cruz, Morro Bay. I feel like there was another beach trip that I'm forgetting. I went to the beach 3 times in a row, like consecutively over three weekends. What was the other one? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is a big one. Okay, so I went to Catalina Island, and I did post that on Instagram. It was really nice. Have you ever been there?
No.
It's cool. So it's like this island kind of off the coast of Long Beach, and we stayed there overnight. And it's like, you've seen Jurassic World, right?
Yeah. That's
the best thing I could compare it to. Like, everybody there is, tourists, and it doesn't seem like anybody lives there, and the people that do probably aren't the ones that are out, eating it out of the restaurant. Well, I mean, they're of course they are. Like, there are some people who live there, but it just seems like everybody has the energy of a tourist, like seeing everything for the first time, and they want to take pictures. So that's cool. Because, like when we went to Morro Bay, it seemed like the only people that were there were people who lived at Morro Bay. So the energy wasn't as high. And when we were at Catalina, we got to like drive a go-kart across the the edge of the island. And what else did we do? We just, hung out. I took a ferry for the first time. That was fun. And then after that day, we came back to Long Beach and we stayed in the Queen Mary, which, have you heard about it?
Nope.
It's supposed to be the most haunted ship. I don't know if it's in the U.S. or in the world.
Well,
but
was it haunted?
I'm just going to say the U.S. because I know it's at least that.
Was it?
I did come back with kind of my dad tried to explain it with logic, but I do think that I not encountered something, but something weird happened. So when we were on the Queen Mary, we stayed overnight there too. But this happened on the day that we had arrived, and we were exploring the top of the ship, kind of, where the captain's quarters are, and, the top portion of the ship. And there are a whole bunch of rooms there that you can check out, like dioramas of ships and stuff. For some reason, they had the Titanic on there. Like they had other ships other than the Queen Mary, but, it was cool. And while I was walking around, I kind of felt watch turning back towards me. You're back. I was walking, and nobody was behind me, by the way. Like, either my family was either next to me or in front of me. Because it was me, my dad, and my mom. Wait, me, my dad, my mom, and Eli. And I felt like this on my back. Like if somebody was touching my back.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. So the way that I was, I wasn't slouched over. So, if your shirt hangs off your body, you can feel when somebody's touching you.
Mm-hmm.
So my shirt was hanging off, and then I felt my shirt press up against my back in like the way that somebody touching my back would. So it was really weird. My dad was like, "Oh, it's the electricity from like when you like rub your feet together and it like I don't know." He said something like that. But I like to think that it was a ghost. And my mom said that she woke up in the middle of the night. She said somebody touched her face, and my mom doesn't believe in ghosts, which is the weird thing. So if she thinks something is weird, then I would like to believe that it is. So she felt somebody touch her face. She heard screaming, and like in the middle of the night, probably at like 2 a.m. or something like that. And it's not like the fun screaming, like how teenagers are like ah. It wasn't like that. It was like actual screaming. And the weird thing is that my mom and my dad's bedroom was in one room. Then next to that room was their bathroom. And then next to that room was a bedroom that neither me nor Eli were sleeping in. But in the middle of the night, she had woken up. She wakes up a lot in the middle of the night. Like even here at our house, it's not like out of the ordinary. But she woke up in the middle of the night and she heard like knocking on the wall from the rooms next to her. But the only thing about that is that my dad tried to explain it by saying like either he or me or Eli were like in the bedroom like moving stuff or like doing something in there, sitting on the bed. But one, it was in the middle of the night and I don't think anybody was up, and two, it's separated by a bathroom. So if anybody had been knocking on the wall, it would be quieter since there was a whole nother room in between the bedroom and the other bed in my parents' bedroom.
So you're saying this is known for, or this is the what scariest ship you said?
Scariest? No, the most haunted.
Or the most haunted.
Yeah.
So
all of these
how do you
things,
not know this isn't like
employees?
Yeah,
employees just doing random stuff.
Or yeah, because I don't know, electrical things just in there that.
Electrical? You think knocking is electrical?
Did you see it or did you see it?
No.
Exactly.
That doesn't mean it's not electrical, or that doesn't mean it is electrical.
Okay, well then how do you explain it then? Unless you truly do think it's haunted.
I kind of do think it's haunted. But if you could, it was weird. Like if you could be there, something like it was off, because there are bedrooms where you can literally pull back the wall and it's somebody else's room, and it's just like kind of locked, and you could open it. It's like sliding doors. You could open it and it's somebody else's room. And that bedroom that I was telling you about that nobody stayed in, it was creepy. There was like a small bed and then a desk and then a sink, like a random sink in the room. And there was a door that went straight into the hallway, and it's a bedroom. Like, usually in hotels you have the hallway door going into like a living room or a kitchen or something, but this one went straight into the bedroom. And this wasn't the only door. There was like a main door, and then there was a random bedroom door. So I don't know, something about it was just weird. But yeah, you should stay there. I highly recommend it.
Where'd you say it was again?
Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And other than that, it was like super cool for history reasons. Like, it's a whole bunch of famous people have been on it. Like Winston Churchill wrote on it. Famous movie stars from the 40s or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so other than all the creepy stuff, you could go there just looking for history facts. And I think that was pretty much it for me, like the big things. So you can go now. And I think we'll wrap it up.
You've had way more experiences this summer than I have.
I gave like 3.
Yeah, but they were pretty long. I didn't do a couple big things, I guess. Were that so you know that I've been dog sitting this whole summer.
I didn't know that.
What? Oh,
dog sitting?
Oh yeah, I've been dog sitting.
No, I didn't know that.
Jocelyn's dog, because she needs a home right now. So I just
Jocelyn?
No, the dog, and she couldn't be in her apartment, so I've been dog sitting with her for a while, which has been pretty relaxing though, so I'm not minding.
Mm-hmm.
And then sometime in July, I want to say, probably late July, we went to Santa Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
And compared to last year, because we went to Santa Cruz last year too, I think, I went on more rides. The Giant Dipper.
Isn't it fun?
It is fun, but it hurts.
Yeah, like the way that they jerk you around.
So it's not the smoothest of rides, I guess. Or the smoothest of seating, one of the two. Or both.
The smoothest, I guess both.
Yeah.
I hit my leg against it, and it hurt, like my knee hurt.
It was just, it's just like the whole side or whatever, if you're, the whole side leaning into the seat, it just hurts because you just hit it. You know that ship one, when you first walk in?
Ship.
It's just a big old pirate ship.
Is it one of those ones that, like, one of those? You went on it?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was fine. It wasn't necessarily nauseating. It was more like the drop thing. Well, you still didn't go to Mission. It's the Mission Breakout drop one.
I mean, yeah, I know what it looks.
Terror.
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. But I have been on. No, I have been on. You know, Santa Cruz, that little kiddie ride that drops like that.
Yes.
I've been on that one.
The one right next to the pirate ship?
No, not that one. That's an actually, like, it goes up like 120 whatever feet. But there's a kid one, and, like, there's a lower section.
Please tell me it's not like jellyfish or something.
No, it's not jellyfish.
Okay.
I don't know what
I think that's what
I don't even know if it's
Disneyland
themed.
too. Oh, okay.
But it's you don't know where all the kid rides are? It's on, like, the left side when you walk in the left side of the boardwalk.
The very left side, yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't go
ride
there.
that goes up and down. And
Sorry,
I've been
I don't go
it's
there.
like 30 feet. Wait, like 20 or 30 feet. I have been on that one, and I liked it. Not recently. I mean,
okay.
When I was like
good.
When I was like a kid, like 12 or something.
I don't know if I've ever been to Santa Cruz
Or like
as
10.
a kid. Not that I can remember, at least. But I went on multiple rides then.
I do want to go on the, I think it's called Double Shot, the one that, like, shoots you way up in the air. I do want to do that one eventually.
One on that one.
Let's see. Was it fun?
Kind of.
Was it? Why do you say kind of?
Because you're on it and it's you're anticipating the shoot up and then the shoot down, and there's that, and after those two, I think it shoots up one more time and then kind of shoots down and shoots back up one more time, but then that's it. It's in the course of like 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's real quick.
Wait, you said 5? The ride is 5 minutes long. Are you sure about that?
If I'm counting, probably if I'm counting,
if you're counting like
you
sitting
walking
on the,
in and sitting and waiting.
Yeah.
It's
like the actual like shooting up. Doesn't that last like a minute?
Like, it's
yeah.
I
like that. Yeah.
In my sense,
it's a good amount of time.
I wouldn't count that as a ride because
what would you count it as? Like an experience?
Sure, I guess because
a quick.
It's
experience.
a minute or two, and that's it. I just don't think that's. I wouldn't qualify that as an exciting ride. How about that?
You didn't think it was exciting shooting up 120 feet in the air?
No.
Bruh.
If it happened multiple times.
Okay.
So pretty much if it was Mission Breakout, then sure.
Okay. So you went. I mean, dog sitting isn't really like I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for the Santa Cruz trip.
Well, yeah. I have to try and fill the void of possible trips because I didn't have as many trips as you.
So other big trip, like interesting ones.
Trips?
Well,
or interesting things?
Interesting events.
Okay, I got a new job at Subway.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. It's at
Which one?
Fresno State.
Oh.
It's in the food court.
Bruh.
It works for me.
Yeah, it's good for you. I was hoping that it was going to be like...
outside somewhere?
Yeah, like the one near, like, towards River Park, near that Costco.
Why not the one on Blackstone?
That one too, yeah.
Because that one's way closer to both of us.
But I mean, I don't go to that one as often as I go to River Park. Actually, I don't go to the Subway near Costco at all. But I would want to see. I want to see you making people's sandwiches.
No.
Why not?
I mean, I'm good at it. Would
you give me extra stuff without charge?
No.
Bruh.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because I don't want to get fired.
Wait, they watch you guys?
Yeah, I have like 3 supervisors, and the only thing they do is either sit in their office in the back. Help prep the food in the back, or make the sandwiches with us.
Is it easy?
To make the sandwiches?
To be a Subway employee?
Yeah. For the most part.
Should I do it?
I mean, if you want.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about too, your jobs. So Jocelyn hasn't been paying you, has she?
What does that mean?
She hasn't been paying you.
For the dog sitting?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't
So,
want her
because I was going to say, house sitting and dog sitting does count as like a job.
Yeah.
But, if you're doing it for free, of course, it's more a favor.
Yeah, I guess it's more a favor for me because it's a
So this summer, I've been dog sitting too for my neighbors down the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing it for years, but that's pretty much like the only...
Now, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's like the only income I've been getting. Because I don't have a job, but I have applied to a good amount of places. But I'm kind of like, did you have to do an interview for Subway? That's like my most.
Yes, but I think I pretty much already had an in.
How?
In Subway because, since it's in Fresno State, I had to get the Fresno State application first, which is like Fresno State Auxiliary. And it's got 5 pages worth of it, and one of the pages I have to X out times of school. So they see that essentially my school schedule, and then they work around that. So because they've worked around that, and then asked me to come in to do the interview, I think I must have already had the job, despite what I said, unless it was like, not job etiquette. But it was probably between 5 and 10 minutes. And they were easy questions. It was like, what are your hobbies? What do you enjoy doing? It was basic questions.
What are your hobbies? Making sandwiches. What do you enjoy doing?
Making sandwiches.
Making sandwiches for other people.
It was quick though.
That's probably what I would do.
And that was probably, I want to say, end of June.
Wait, you've had the job for that long?
No, when I had the interview thing.
Oh.
And then nothing happened until this last week or 2.
Really? It took them that long?
To do training, yeah.
Oh, you've been doing training, yeah.
I've been doing training
forgot about
now.
that, yeah.
And, because they probably could have given me the training earlier, but I kept sending them schedule changes because I kept trying to change my schedule to make it better for me personally, but, they finally gave me my work schedule that goes with my school schedule. And then for this last week, I've been training. How long has it been? I think since Monday. I've been training because Monday and Tuesday was a separate thing for Fresno State training. And then Tuesday was for Subway. And they were like, I thought I pretty much had it down. But one of the supervisors came in and was like, do you think you have it down? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she was like, oh, how do you make a, I don't know, BMT or something? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, yeah, you're coming in tomorrow. And then she's been doing that for the past 3 days, excluding this weekend. And I go in again Monday and Tuesday when I Should only be going in Tuesday.
So she's gonna keep like every time you come in, she's gonna be like, "Make me a double-decker turkey avocado surprise." It's just like this super random sandwich.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna be working every day. I think I have 12 hours though. 12 hours a week.
A week? Oh, that's good.
And then not weekends. So yeah, I think that for the first legitimate feeling job in my book.
Yeah,
I'm good.
Because tell them what your technically first job was.
Yeah, I guess my first job was selling knives.
What
selling
company?
Cutco knives through marketing. Should I say scheme?
Yeah, sure.
A vector marketing scheme. It wasn't bad. It just felt sketchy.
Well, charging people $1,000 for a knife set.
I'm not forcing them to buy it. I guess that was also the good thing, because I cashed those checks in yesterday. It was like $95 from like 4, I don't know, appointments.
Wait, you made $95 from 4 appointments?
Yeah, because it was
Bruh.
Well, it was $20 per appointment, so there's 80 already.
So you only made $15, like officially.
Yeah.
From selling knives?
Yeah.
Bruh. Where was that from us?
Because
we did buy like 3 knives?
Something like that. It might have been just from you guys. But I don't know. I didn't like it, and I didn't want to go.
You liked it?
Yeah, I didn't want to go out all the time to do it.
Oh yeah, that's hard for you.
To
leave
socialize.
leave the house and talk to people.
But now I have a set schedule, and I feel forced to do it, so I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather have a set schedule than just have freedom to do it, the choice to do it. But yeah, other than that, I guess that was my summer.
So dog sitting, Santa Cruz,
and
Subway,
and
Cutco.
And then yours was 3 beach trips.
3 beach trips, not having a job. And I mean, if you consider, I don't have like an official, like application job, because I'm afraid of talking to managers. But I do. I mean, I have been getting paid for my neighbors, so it's not like I'm a deadbeat. I still work, kind of. But you know what I think would be cool? Either being, of course, like working at the theater, but I've been warming up to the idea of working at Fresno City. So you know how you're working at Fresno State?
Yeah.
I would actually, because I was like in the library and I was walking around and doing all the usual first week college stuff.
Yeah.
And there are a good amount of people who look like students working in the various areas of the college. And the library seems super cool because everybody's quiet, it's air conditioned. There are a lot of people there, and I don't know if I've told you this, but it's weird because I'm an introvert, but I like when I'm around a lot of people. Because when I'm by myself, it makes me feel more I don't know, I guess you could say self-conscious or afraid in some cases. When we go on trips and there's nobody in like the whole mountains. Like we went to a trip at at a cabin a couple years ago and there was nobody there. And it was like making me anxiety. It was like giving me anxiety. So like a librarian would be cool, or somebody who works at one of those like a tutor. Because Nate's a tutor.
Yeah, Nate's a tutor.
Yeah, so
is it at City?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he said I could be an English tutor because I told him I'm not good at anything really, and not like good enough to be a tutor at least. Mm-hmm. I'm good enough to pass my classes, but not teach other people except for English, where I think passing 2 AP English classes and wanting to be a writer kind of gives me like an upper hand when it comes to English. Okay, what?
What? Oh, I just said I wish I passed both my AP classes.
Oh yeah, you didn't pass Lit?
I didn't pass Lang.
No, but Lit. You said both your classes.
Yeah, one of them. Well, sure, yeah, just Lang. I didn't pass Lang. So you're saying the college is treating you well though?
Mm-hmm. My first week was pretty simple. I know I'm gonna like my film class because the students are super cool. The professor's like. Oh, he looks super young, but apparently he's in his early 30s. But he has like the energy and the sense of humor of like a mid 20-year-old, and we get to watch a whole bunch of movies. I think we're watching them in their entirety. I hope so. we watched a clip from Furious 7 on the first day, and we analyzed it for literally like an hour. And it was like a 5-minute clip.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. Because, film 1 is film analysis. It's not actually making stuff yet.
Yeah.
So, I think that's going to be my favorite class. My least favorite is probably going to be history. Even though that is my favorite professor. My history professor is my favorite. But, I don't know, history, it's just not my favorite subject.
Oh, it's not mine. I'm so bad at history. Out of everything, I think history might be my least.
At least you passed U.S.
favorite.
history comfortably. I almost
class.
failed U.S. history when we took it in Ethan's class.
Even in that sense, though, I did my best to try and cheat my way through. Yeah, Are
you claiming that you took notes? You stole people's notes and used them?
No.
Oh.
I wrote my own. I wrote my own notes Sunday night every Sunday night, but it didn't help me because I rushed through them the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the SEQs.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't
SEQs
remember.
and FRQs or something. I kept asking. I think Jose and Saeed because they had first period.
Oh, what the questions were?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that might have been the only reason. I had C's the whole time though, so I couldn't say it was comfortable.
Well, I only passed Ethan's class because of Christmas Miracle. It was when I had like a D plus, and it was literally like a 69% or something like that.
That's crazy.
And everybody started signing that petition to get him to add points.
Yeah, I never
to
signed
everybody's
that
grade. I signed it, because I was failing. But the fact that he put in just 10 points brought my grade up to a C minus.
That's crazy.
So I was glad about that. Okay, so we talked about. Oh yeah, so you're starting Fresno State. What is your schedule? Because I'm taking I'm taking honors classes, and other than that, it's like film and stats are my other two classes.
I guess I'm not necessarily taking honors classes because I don't think we have honors classes.
Nope, that's why I went to Fresno City.
Okay, but a couple of my AP scores did give credit for a couple classes. Mm-hmm. So maybe 2 or 3 GE classes. I've already passed.
How many classes do you have this semester?
4.
Oh, okay. So like the normal amount.
Yeah, I have. It's from like 9 to 2, I want to say. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And then it's a little shorter. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Wait, what did you say? 9 to 2?
9 to 2.
Ooh. That's not a great
I think that's fine though, because...
Tomorrow?
I have like an hour though. Hour between each class, maybe.
Why do you have such a long time?
I don't know. It's just...
That's like enough time to I don't know. Oh wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say that's barely enough time to go to get lunch, but all your food places are on campus.
Yeah.
I have to walk 10 minutes to the nearest, like Jack in the Box.
But then, schedule alone, I think it's pretty good, especially Tuesdays and Thursdays because I was super free after like one class. But then now, immediately after that class, I have to go to work. So.
Ooh. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Tomorrow I have class from 7:30 to 9:20, and then I'm done for the day.
That's crazy.
And that's Monday and Wednesday, and then Tuesdays are like
in the morning.
Mm-hmm. It's not that bad.
I personally would.
I'd rather do classes earlier and get done and have the rest of the day to myself, because it makes it's gonna make working easier when I get a job. But Tuesdays and Thursdays are a little bit more normal. I go from like 9:30 until I think I'm done at like 1:50, something like that. And then I go back on Thursdays for film class. And Friday is just like, I think 11 to 12:50 or 12:45. And then I'm done.
Yeah. Do you have any online classes?
No. I don't want to do that. I feel like if I'm here at home, I won't be able to concentrate.
But as far as I know, online classes don't have a deadline time like each day, as long as you do them during the day or during that day.
But see, that's where procrastinating comes in. I don't want to, because if I'm at Fresno City, I can't not
True.
I can not show up. I mean, I can, but I'll get kicked. But I can just not do my online class until 9 o'clock at night.
Do you have to buy new books?
Yeah, I just bought 2 books today.
Totaling what?
Like $110, something like that.
That kind of makes me feel better. And
then I have another book that I need to buy that's not even available yet because apparently they sold out and my professor's trying to get us more books. Okay, tell me if this sounds weird. I got my film book for $4, $5, I think. And it's in very good condition, apparently.
Where'd you... What, online?
Yeah. At thriftbooks.com.
What year is it? Do you know?
It's 2000s. Like,
okay.
It's either... I saw one book that was like 2005, and then another one was 2011.
That's still kind of odd.
But I don't know which one I got.
Hopefully 2011, because it's more updated. But $4?
Mm-hmm. I mean, we'll see eventually.
If it's really in good condition.
Yeah, it'll come in within the next week, I think. So, I'll give an update on the next episode of whether or not it was worth it.
Yeah.
It kind of worries me, though. Like $5 for just a book. And for just $5 for a college book.
Yeah. But hey, if it is actually in good condition, you really...
Yeah, I think it's just the fact that film is like, you know, a class that's not a math class or a psych class or a history class.
That makes sense.
So it's not like a super... What's the word I'm looking for? Like one of those...
Necessary?
No, well, yeah, that too. But like one of those serious education type things.
GE type.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we're done with our summer catch-up / college catch-up episode.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do for the outro? I'll let you think of it because I'm always doing the outro and I always sound dumb when I try to figure it out.
How do you sound dumb?
Do it.
What do you mean do the... Okay. Great, now you're making me second guess. This concludes the... What number is this? 8th? 7th? This concludes the... Okay, hold on.
You're going to check?
Do we have any in the vault right now?
Well, the 5th one was the one that I replaced with the one with Ramaj.
Mm-hmm.
And then... So 4th and...
This one would be the 7th.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. This concludes the 7th episode of SoundWaves Podcast. I'm Robert.
Wait. Don't say SoundWaves Podcast. That's not the official title. The official title is just SoundWaves, yeah.
This concludes the 7th episode of SoundWaves. I'm Robert.
And I'm Jeffrey.
Goodbye.